Has your due date already passed? Or is it creeping closer on your calendar and you're starting to wonder, is this baby ever going to come? You're tired. Your belly feels heavy. Putting on your shoes has basically become a workout, and at the same time, you can't wait to finally hold that little person in your arms. In this video, I'll walk you through 10 gentle, natural ways to give your labor the softest little nudge, safely and calmly. We'll talk about what's truly good for your body and your baby, what's backed by evidence, and which tips are mostly just persistent myths. Before we dive into the tips, I want to tell you something important about that famous due date. We often treat it as if there's one magical day your baby should arrive, as if your body has failed if labor doesn't begin exactly then. But in reality, it's not a due date, it's a due window. It is completely normal to give birth any time between 37 and 42 weeks. Everything in that window belongs to the natural range of a healthy pregnancy. So if your date has passed, or it's getting uncomfortably close, and you're thinking, why is nothing happening yet? That doesn't mean your body isn't working. It might simply mean your baby is still perfectly within the normal margin. And then there's something else important about who actually starts the labor process. Who presses the start button? We often feel that we as mothers need to switch labor on. That if we just try enough things, it should happen. But biologically, your baby plays the leading role. Towards the end of pregnancy, your baby begins producing hormones, including stress hormones, which pass through the placenta into your bloodstream. Those hormones tell your body, it's almost time, get ready. So labor is not something you fully control yourself. It's a natural process in which your baby is an active participant. That's why I always say, labor only begins when all the lights turn green. You can try all the gentle techniques in this video, but they only work if they are the last drop that makes the bucket overflow. Use nothing blindly. Always discuss things with your midwife or OB. Not every method is suitable for every situation. And now we start in the place where things usually get stuck first. Not in your uterus, but in your mind. Tip 1. Release your fears. Your body labors best when you feel safe, calm, and supported. And yet near the end of pregnancy, it's completely normal to feel more tension. Thoughts like, can I really do this? What if the pain is too much? What if something happens to my baby? Those thoughts are human. But they also increase stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. And those hormones are the opposites of your natural labor hormone, oxytocin. Oxytocin makes your uterus soft and strong, creates regular contractions, and helps your cervix ripen. You may know the fear, tension, pain cycle. You're scared. Your body tenses. That makes the pain worse, which makes you even more scared. One of the most underrated ways to support the start of labor is simply this. Work on your fear. Ask your questions. Write down your worries and read them with your partner. Take a course, watch a webinar, or listen to a calming audio in the evening. The safer you feel, the more your body can soften, and the more likely it becomes that your system allows labor to begin on its own. Tip 2. Hypnobirthing and deep relaxation. Hypnosis may sound a bit out there, but you slip into a light trance every single day when you're driving and suddenly realize you've already arrived. When you're in the shower and drift far away in your thoughts. When you're tidying up on complete autopilot. Hypnobirthing uses that state intentionally, with breathing techniques, visualizations, and positive affirmations. You're basically telling your brain, it's safe here, my body can do this, my baby can do this. You can listen to pregnancy affirmations or a guided meditation before bed. The calmer your nervous system becomes, the easier it is for your body to do what it's designed to do when those lights turn green. Tip 3. Get moving. The further along you are, the more tempting the couch becomes. Blanket, tea, TV, and honestly, you deserve that rest. But movement helps your baby settle deeper into your pelvis. That pressure on your cervix gives exactly the sort of nudge your body sometimes needs to move toward labor. It doesn't have to be intense. A gentle walk around the block, a few times up and down the stairs, a slow swim to take the weight off your belly, or just following your toddler around the playground, squatting and moving with them. One golden tip if your due date is getting close. Go for a short walk after dinner, take a warm shower afterwards, and then slip into bed. You support your body, you support your baby, and often, you sleep better too. Tip 4. The birth ball. Sitting on a birth ball and making gentle circles with your hips encourages your baby to settle deeper into your pelvis. Sit upright on the ball, feet planted on the ground, knees wide and relaxed. Rock your hips, make circles or figure eights. You can also lean over the ball on your knees, giving your belly space and helping your baby rotate into a good position. Tip 5. Dates. Several studies have looked at women who ate dates daily in the last weeks of pregnancy. Women who ate about 6 dates a day from around 4 weeks before their due date were more likely to have a ripe cervix, more likely to go into spontaneous labor, and less likely to need medical induction. It does not mean eat a date today and give birth tomorrow, but it does suggest that dates can support your body's natural preparation. Always check with your midwife if you have diabetes or risks for it. See dates as a gentle support, not a miracle cure. Tip 6. Nipple stimulation. This may sound unusual, but nipple stimulation is one of the few things with clear evidence for increasing oxytocin and potentially encouraging contractions. It works best when your cervix is already somewhat ripe. You stimulate one breast at a time, gently rolling or massaging the nipple and the areola around it. A few minutes on, a short break, and repeat, for about 20 minutes a day. And very important, if it stresses you, feels uncomfortable, or just isn't your thing, don't do it. Tip 7. Acupressure, acupuncture, and reflexology. These complementary techniques use pressure points in the body. Some women feel more relaxed, sleep better, or simply feel more ready afterwards. Research mainly shows that they may help your cervix soften a little, but evidence for actually starting labor is limited. Still, many women enjoy it, as long as it's done by someone experienced with pregnant women. Tip 8. Essential oils. Clary sage, rosemary, you've probably heard them mentioned. Some women enjoy the smell, a diffuser, or a light massage with diluted oils. Just remember, not every oil is safe during pregnancy. Not every oil is pure, and overusing them can make you nauseous or dizzy. Use oils only if they're high quality, properly diluted, and approved by your provider. Think of them as mood support, not a labor starter. Tip 9. Castor oil. And then the tip you've probably heard a lot about, castor oil. Indigenous cultures around the world have used it for centuries to stimulate labor. Castor oil is a strong laxative. It makes your intestines contract powerfully, causing diarrhea. Those contractions increase prostaglandins, which can soften the cervix and trigger uterine activity. In several studies, women were given about 60 milliliters of castor oil. More than half of them went into labor within 24 hours. Some studies show numbers around 58%. Starting labor while exhausted, dehydrated, and doubled over with cramps is honestly not the ideal beginning. So castor oil is a last resort, only to be considered if an induction is already planned, you've tried gentler methods, and your midwife or doctor, who knows your medical situation, thinks it's worth discussing. It's definitely not something to try on your own. Tip 10. Sex. Yes, you've probably heard this one. Sex can help in theory because semen contains prostaglandins, and an orgasm causes mini contractions. If you don't feel like it, physically or emotionally, you're not a bad partner and absolutely not a bad mother. Choose whatever supports your body best. Raspberry leaf tea. It does have health benefits, but studies don't show that it starts labor or prevents induction. Where it may help is after birth, supporting uterine healing and reducing inflammation. Drink it if you enjoy it, but don't expect it to start labor. The further you pass your due date, the more intense the waiting becomes. Every day feels like a week. You scroll more, Google more, analyze every tightening. Try to find distraction. Breathe. Trust yourself. And know that your baby will come at the moment he or she is truly ready. Use these tips as a starting point for conversation with your midwife or doctor. Ask, what suits my situation? What is safe for me and my baby? What feels right for me? You're already doing so well. A new video is coming soon where I'll explain everything about membrane sweeping, what it is, how it works, and when it is or isn't recommended.